Hey Pokemon trainers! Welcome to Pokémon Championships History, a series where we showcase important moments throughout the history of competitive Pokemon. I'm Jake Muller, and I'd love to take you back to the World Championships in 2015, the year Mega Kangaskhan claimed her biggest victory. But first, we need to go back one more year to 2014. Pokémon X and Pokémon Y introduced Mega Evolutions to competitive Pokémon, and Mega Kangaskhan dominated the metagame throughout the entire season. However, when the 2014 World Championships rolled around, Mega Kangaskhan fell to the wayside, failing to make a single appearance in top 8. Although Mega Kangaskhan surged back into the metagame as we moved into the 2015 season, its place at the top became crowded thanks to the introduction of even more Mega Evolutions from Pokémon Omega Ruby and Pokémon Alpha Sapphire. As the World Championships loomed, the community wondered whether Mega Kangaskhan would once again be pushed out of the metagame by a high presence of Pokémon that could counter it. Anticipating this, many players from Europe and North America opted not to include Mega Kangaskhan on their teams, fearing history would repeat itself. Japan, however, had something else in mind. Just 2 months prior at the Japan National Championships, Shoma Honami claimed first place with an early version of a team structure that would come to be known as Chalk, which featured Cresselia, Heatran, Amoonguss, Landorus Therian, and Mega Kangaskhan. This team composition boasted an unmatched combination of power and flexibility, leading Shoma and many other Japanese players to ride the Mega Kangaskhan wave all the way to Boston. As the 2015 World Championships progressed, it became clear that Chalk was the team to beat, even though the competition was full of teams with outside Mega Evolution picks, like Mega Mawile,
does connect with the Garchomp and does pick up the knockout,
Mega Charizard X,
We go for the Flare Blitz here on the Thunderous,
Mega Salamence,
the Hyper Voice,
and Mega Charizard Y.
We go for the Flamethrower here.
6 of the top 8 players used teams that followed the Chalk guidelines, including Shoma Honami himself. While the extraordinary success of this team composition at the biggest event of the season was astounding, even more interesting was the variation seen within Chalk just inside this top 8. While all 6 teams had both Mega Kangaskhan and Landorus Therian, many players opted for some alternate options for the remaining Pokemon. Heatran was substituted for a different Fire-type Pokemon on 2 occasions, with one player using Entei and one choosing Volcarona. The 6th Pokemon on the team ranged from Thundurus to Aegislash to Tyranitar to Scrafty. Sylveon made an appearance in place of Cresselia in one instance, and one player even gave up Amoonguss to run both Aegislash and Thundurus. The 2 teams in top 8 at the World Championships that did not make use of Mega Kangaskhan were both defeated in the quarterfinals, meaning that Mega Kangaskhan was guaranteed to have her day in the sun.
Players shake hands, knowing that the game is over. Rotom Wash falls, and the crowd reacts, ladies and gentlemen. Yosuke advancing. We've seen him. This is the 2nd time on stream, playing incredibly well.
After taking down Naoto Mizobushi in top 4, Shoma Honami would be met in the finals by fellow Japanese player Hideyuki Taida, whose Volcarona set him apart from the rest of the field.
Oh my god, he's done. We get a medic in the field.
The championship match was a back-and-forth affair. Shoma won Game 1 thanks to consistent damage output from his Landorus Therian and clever use of disruptive attacks like Thunder Wave and Swagger.
and here we go. Will it be able to hit through confusion is the question. No, it hits itself. Huge. Shoma very excited.
But Hideyuki turned the tides and even the score at 1 game all after his Pokemon broke through confusion on crucial turns.
A lot on the line for these 2 trainers. Almost $20,000 in prizing here as it hits through with a big Shadow Sneak, and I think that will pick up the feint here on the Thundurus. It is definitely at this point looking like Hideyuki's taking it to a Game 3.
In the deciding game, Shoma made expert use of Heatran's defensive utility and offensive power, proving that the original Chalk Fire-type Pokemon was still number 1.
Should do a ton here. Oh my gosh, picking up the feint on Hideyuki's Pokemon, as well as catching the burn, activating the weakness policy there, but the burn is absolutely huge, and it's only a matter of protects before this one is over.
Fittingly, Mega Kangaskhan re-entered the field right before Hideyuki conceded defeat. Shoma's decision to stay true to his run to the Japan Nationals title with the original components of the Chalk team composition paid off, as he became the 2015 Pokémon World Champion.
Shoma Honami is your 2015 Pokemon Video Game World Champion.
Thank you for watching, and let us know some of your favorite moments in VGC history by using the hashtag #PlayPokemon.